If there's a kitten on the can or a cat on the can, I'm most likely to buy it. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So if you watch my channel, you know I bought a huge pile of boxes. A huge pile of boxes, yes. I bought a huge pile of boxes. I bought a huge pile of beers from Halftime Beverage. And if you haven't seen the unboxing, go check it out. A lot of cool beers in that box I bought. And if you've never checked out Halftime, go check them out. It's an awesome selection of beers, constantly changing. Really cool website there. I don't know what all states they ship to, but it's a super cool website if you're looking for different beers. Anyway, one of the beers I picked up from Halftime is this one right here. And this beer I have today is Kittens and Canoes. It's from Beer'd Brewing Company, and it's BER''D Brewing Company out of Stonington, Connecticut. I don't know where that is. I paid $6.49 for this can. This is a New England style pale ale. On the can here, it's got a picture of a cat in a canoe, or some cats in a canoe. On this side, they've got cats just laying around and climbing on canoes, and same thing on this side. Really like the can art there. And like I said, it's Kittens and Canoes, New England style pale ale, 5.7% alcohol by volume, 1 pint. There is a canned on date of December 12/12/25, December 12th of 25. Hopefully this is still good. On the side of the can here, it says brewed by the Beer'd Brewing Company, LLC, Grattan, Connecticut. So Untapped says Stonington. The can says Grattan. So it's one of those places, somewhere in Connecticut. And there's a little blurb on the side of the can here, if I can read it. As fickle as your house cat, Kittens and Canoes only comes around when it wants to. Welcoming notes of white grapes, stone fruit, and orange play well with a colorfully balanced malt profile in this hazy brew. More sessionable than its sister brew, you want to enjoy as much time with it as possible before it's done with you. Jesus. Before it's done with you and disappears per usual. Man, my reading ability is going downhill. I'll tell you what. So, on Untapped, this fine beer here with this awesome artwork gets a 3.87 with 6.5 thousand check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 93 outstanding with 81 ratings. Pour this into my IPA glass here. I quite like pale ales. Hopefully this is a tasty one. We'll get a nose on this. Good looking beer. It's got a kind of like a stone fruit kind of smell. A stone fruit, like hoppy kind of smell. Color. It's got a slightly chalky white, very hazy, like whitish yellow, orangish color. Cannot see through that at all. It's super hazy. I can't tell if that's just carbonation suspended in there or if that's some chunks floating around in there, some sediment. Got about a fingernail's worth of bright white head. Yeah, that's just like a stone fruit kind of smell there. I'm excited to try this. I do quite like pale ales. Let's find out if this is any good. Cheers, everybody. It's medium bodied. There's some noticeable carbonation. Not a whole lot, but there is some noticeable carbonation there. I do get a little bit of that white grape up front and stone fruit for sure. I don't know if I'm really picking up any orange. There is like a citrusy kind of sweetness on the back end, on the finish, and it's very drying. This is super drying on the finish. There's not a whole lot of bitterness. I actually get more bitterness, like almost down here in the throat with the swallow, which kind of sounds weird, than anywhere else. It's just up front is that kind of like white grape kind of flavor, Then it's big stone fruit. And again, like that finish after you swallow, like right here in the back of the throat, basically I get a little bit of bitterness. Just a very, very small amount. And then you just got this lingering citrus sweetness, and it's very, very drying. You could almost convince me, if you handed this to me blindly, I might think this is an IPA. It's getting on that level of possibly being an IPA. But this is very tasty. It's a very well done beer. I'm enjoying this a lot. I would give Kittens and Canoes a big horns up. That's a tasty beer for $6.49 for the pint. Not too bad of a price. Really cool can art. Really like that can art. Beer'd Brewing Company. I'm not sure exactly where you are now since Untapped says Stonington and the can says Grattan. I'm sure both of those places are relatively close together. Maybe I can make it out to your brewery one day. Have you had any beers from Beer'd Brewing Company? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to know what else they brew. I'd love to know if anybody's been there and where it actually is, what the brewery's like. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.